Okay, get ready with me and let's talk all things potty trained. I just potty trained my 22-month-old daughter and I'm gonna share how it went. Let's talk how I knew she was ready / we were ready to potty train her. I am pregnant, due in June, so I knew that I wanted to start potty training her just so she was out of diapers and we didn't have 2 babies in diapers. Showing signs that she was ready, super interested in the potty, and we did lots of exposure with a little potty. Starting from when she was like 17 months old, we would just kind of like leave it out and let her know that we use the potty, that kind of thing, and she would go on it. Sometimes we didn't like fully commit until maybe 2 weeks ago. I didn't do like a lot of research or follow any certain method. I kind of just listened to what she was going with. For the first few days, we would do just completely no diaper, no panties, nothing, just around the house. And then that way she could feel if she had an accident and she knew what was going on if she had an accident. And I would put her on the potty for the first 2 days, like every 15 minutes, and I would just have her sit there. And so she could realize what was happening when she was going to the bathroom on the potty, and we would give her either chocolate chips or a little sticker to reward her so she knew that she was doing a good thing. I only had a few accidents on the floor, but other than that, she was doing pretty good just because I was putting her on the toilet so frequently. And I also read somewhere to give them a bunch of water just so they have to pee a lot, so they're understanding like, okay, I'm peeing on the potty and that's what's happening. I literally didn't go anywhere for like 3 or 4 days just because I was not trying to brave bringing that potty all around until like maybe day 5. I picked it up over and over again. I was like, tell mommy when you have to go pee pee on the potty, tell mommy when you have a pee feeling. I also turned on the Miss Rachel potty episode, which was really informative. I'm sure they have other sort of little shows you can turn on, and we also got her a little book just so she understood like what was happening, and we made sure to like explain everything to her and just make it super. Also like not freaking out when they have an accident, just saying it's okay, we go pee pee on the potty when we have this feeling, that kind of thing, like not getting like upset with them. Day 4 or 5, she was finally to a point where she would say like, oh no, I have to go potty, like go pee pee. And she would run to the potty and pull down her pants and go pee by herself. And obviously I was like right there with her, but it was getting to a point where she fully understood like when I had that feeling I need to go to the potty. And I think that just takes time and it can be different for every kid. So I feel like remembering that is really important. And then we finally braved getting out of the house while potty training. One of those like more travel sized potties, but she did not like that because you have to put one of those plastic bags in it. So I kind of just brought around the little potty that we had at home and just put that in my car. And so I would make sure she went pee right before we leave the house, and then I would sit her on the potty right when we got there. This was for the first few days just because I wanted her to make sure like she would go pee when we got there. And sometimes she would, sometimes she wouldn't, and she had a few accidents, but I just brought an extra pair of pants. And it really wasn't that big of a deal. Really worried to like go full on out and not put her in a pull-up when we went out, but I've heard that it's just way better just for them to realize like when they have an accident, because if you put them back in a diaper or a pull-up, it kind of like reverses it and they don't realize that they're having an accident. And eventually when we would go places, if she didn't have to pee when we got there, she would tell me she had to pee. She could hold it for us to get there, and she still has accidents. She still pees in her car seat tons of times, so we have to wash the whole thing, but she's doing so good. Now going number 2 on the other hand, if you want to give me any tips for that, she is so scared to do that. My mom said I did not use like go number 2 on the potty till I was like 3 years old. I would do it in a pull-up and like clean it up all myself until I was like 3.5 years old. So I'm hoping it doesn't take Kai that long. She kind of just gets freaked out and scared when she has to go to the bathroom, and then she was not going to the bathroom for a few days. So sometimes I'll put a pull-up back on her. She's gone a few times on the potty, but sometimes if I realize that she's just not going, then I'll put a pull-up on her so she can do that. I know that's probably not what you're supposed to do, but I don't really know what to do in that situation. So if you have any tips, let me know. That, I feel like just staying consistent with it was key. Fully deciding, okay, we're gonna do this, take the diaper off and don't put it back on. She's gotten to a point where she doesn't even go to the bathroom during her nap time. She just pees right before and then pees when she wakes up. But we still put her in a diaper for bedtime. But I feel like just staying consistent with it, and good luck potty training if you're about to start.